Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, good morning. This is Kay on her way. I sat in this car and I recorded about, I don't know, maybe about 10 minutes worth of information. I decided to look it over, and I'm so glad that I did, because I don't know what I was talking about, and I posted and I said something about a 4-month time period, and I have not even been post-op 4 months. So if you happen to see that video, please disregard that information, because it wasn't true. I had surgery July 18th of 2018. I started out at 261 pounds. It's currently September the 4th, 2018. So from July to now, I am about 6 to 7 weeks post-op. And I think in that video I said 4 months. I don't know where I got that date from, or that time frame. But anyway, from July 18th until present, I have lost a total of about 34 pounds. My scale currently is at 227, 228. It's teetering back and forth. So I'm grateful. I'm thankful for the VSG. What I was telling you that I would like to relay in this message is some of the difficulties. There's some upsides and there's some downsides. The upside is that, yes, you're losing the weight, you're feeling healthy, you're looking better in your clothes, your pressure is probably regulated, your diabetes and all that is probably regulated. Those are upsides. That's great. The downside for me, and this is subject because everyone may not have the same downside, and I understand that. But the downside for me is that I would like to sit down to a big plate of food. When I make my family's plate of food, I remember how I used to eat, and how, we just piled the food on and you went back for seconds, and, as you're cleaning the kitchen, you're still pinching and munching and snacking on something or whatever. You just cannot do that. I cannot do that now that I've had this VSG, vertical sleeve gastrectomy procedure. I look at the food, you get hungry, you desire it, but once you make your plate and you're being sensible, you cannot consume the food the way that you used to. You just cannot do it. And you have to be sensible when you make your plate, and know that you're gonna have your protein, you'll have your starch, you have your vegetables, you may have fruit or something like that. And if you get past all of your protein, congratulations, because there's times when I've made my plate, I'm like, okay, I need to now move on to take, like, from the protein to go to maybe taking a little bit of cauliflower or whatever else may be on my plate, and you just cannot do it, and again, it's still early on for me. Maybe as time goes on, I've met other people who've had the procedure. Just recently, when I went back to work, one of the supervisors on my job told me she had the procedure years ago, and it's about 4 or 5 years out for her. And when she told me she had it, and I, looked at her, she told me, oh yeah, also I gained some weight. And I was like, wow, that bothered me, because I'm like, I don't want to go through all of this. I don't want to go through all this sacrifice and then turn around and gain the weight and still look the same. I don't want to do that. I want my transformation to be a lasting transformation. And again, I know that this is it's all subject to the person and your determination, and whatever you start incorporating back into your diet, it's gonna show up, so you have to have a mindset that, like I said before, you're gonna be tempted, you're gonna want the food, I just don't know how people push past the pain that I feel when I'm trying to eat more than I know my stomach can accommodate, but obviously it is possible, I guess, in the later stages, to push past that feeling, or maybe don't even get a feeling anymore. I have no idea, but I just don't want this all to be in vain. It's a lot. When you can't drink the way you used to drink, and I found myself times getting emotional, just really wanting to drink just drink it straight down, a nice glass of cold water, and I cannot do it. Or your favorite, I drink diet teas, your favorite diet tea that's ice cold with lemon in it, and it's just be so ready for it. And then you get it and you can only sip. You're not really feeling like you're quenching your throat, your thirst, and it's just, I don't even know if, like I said in the other video, and I want to make sure I say it now, you're not going to understand what people are saying about the sipping and the eating and that pain until you go through it. You're not going to understand that limitation that's on you to eat. When your mind is telling you, oh girl, you get more, put more on your plate, or this is the thing that you love, and then when you get it on your plate, you can only take 3 or 4 forkfuls, and you have to sit and wait to see how is this going to work, how is it going to feel going down. And then on top of that, you have to wait another 30 minutes before you can even drink something. A lot of people, I've heard people say that, oh, you took the easy way out. They haven't said it to me, but I've heard people say that this is what's been said. But this is not the easy way out, because this is, how can I say it without, it's not, this is hard. This is hard. This is life-changing. This is changing the way you think about food, changing the way that you think about life, because before you'd be excited, oh, we're gonna get over there, we're gonna eat, you're thinking about everything that you want to eat. Now it's like, I want to eat the life-sustaining stuff, the stuff that is gonna benefit me. You're not so much, not that you're not worried about taste, not that you're not worried about flavor and all that stuff or whatever, but you only have a few mouthfuls, so you want to do what's right for your body, and you want to be able to enjoy it. So you're thinking about those things, not the amount of the food and not just the taste of the food, but I want to get into things that are going to benefit my body and that are going to be more bang for the buck, so to speak. You're going to want your protein. You're going to want all of that in, because believe you me, I have periods of when I feel totally exhausted, and I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm just on the couch and I'm drained, or on my bed and I'm just drained, and then I have to think, what didn't I do? What didn't I have? It's not just the food. Did I take my vitamins? Did I have enough water today? All of these things that you're thinking about that are life-sustaining. So now you think, I'm not just living to eat because I want to go here and eat, hang out there, go on a cruise, go do this and go eat. I'm eating to live. So when I look at it that way, I want to put the right stuff in my body. So again, I know, like I said before, no one is going to understand unless you go through this yourself. I have a girlfriend in Florida. We check on each other every now and then, and we've had similar situations. One similar situation her and I had was trying, I don't know if she did this, but I tried to eat and then I forgot. And not that I forgot, but I thought I was going to push it and try to drink something. What? That food got stuck right here. And I was walking up and down my driveway, and I had this big old bubble of saliva that just came up. You have to eat, wait 30 to 40 minutes, then drink. Drink, wait 30 minutes, then you can eat. So this has become a way of life, and it's hard. It's hard, but it's worth it, because like I said, the scale is showing that the weight is coming off. You feel healthier. Your blood pressure is going to regulate, most likely. Your diabetes is going to regulate, most likely. And you're going to feel better in your clothes. You're going to look better, but it is a challenge. So if you're planning on getting it, do your research, and just know that everyone is different. Try not to compare yourself too much to anybody else that has had the procedure, and be patient with yourself. I'm learning to be patient with myself, and I have to tell myself, Keisha, you had this procedure done. Relax. It's gonna, there's gonna get, and there has been a big difference from the first couple of weeks of being post-op. I noticed that I can do a lot more egg whites that I did before the beginning of the journey. I can do more egg white. I incorporated more different varieties of food. So that's good, so it does get better. You do progress, and you do learn to start incorporating different types of food. I remember when I first tried, the multi-grain bread, and it said in my book that it has to be toasted. So I toasted it and put a piece of sausage on there, and just excited about having a piece of multi-grain bread, and a sausage, a little bit of low-fat cheese you know, on the sausage, and it was delicious. So there are some things that are rewarding, you know, and then when you finish eating, you feel good. Like, okay, I did the right thing. I didn't overeat. I didn't overindulge. And every bit of anything that you do, it's going to be productive, you know. So if you're walking, you park your car a little bit further. So when you hear all those things like, you know, oh, park your car a little bit further, get that exercise, or instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs, all those things for a VSG patient, post-op patient, is beneficial. It does work. You can feel it in your legs, you know, then you don't even realize that you're burning and you're working. It's a little workout, you know. So I park a little further. Sometimes I don't go straight in and punch in. I take a little longer way. So it does work. All right. So please remember that this is all subject to who you are, your procedure, your doctor, how much you're willing to really discipline yourself as far as the type of foods that you're starting to incorporate back in your life when you get to that point. So be patient with yourself, and I hope this information was helpful. Bye.